What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Johnny Gunner here, and I am here to announce that London is red. That's right, Arsenal 5, Chelsea 0, Cole Palmer FC 0, not a sniff at the Emirates, right? This is a club in Chelsea FC that spent 1 billion euros this summer on their team. Moises Caicedo, 115 million. Enzo Fernandez, 107. Mikhailo Mudryk, Ukraine Bolt, 88 million. Cucurella, 50. Raheem Shillings, 48 million. Nicholas Jackson, the one that Astrid Wet left on red, 32 million. These guys, those six players that I just named, 440 million euros. All of them on death row contracts, 8 years. These contracts will never be bought out. Nobody is stupid enough to pick up this contract for Moises Caicedo for 8 years. Immovable. What happens when an unstoppable force hits an immovable object? You get a 5-0. 5-0 drubbing. That's what it is. Mauricio Pochettino, forever Spursy, forever living in my shadow, right? Okay, let's talk about the game. This win keeps us in first place. 77 points, plus 56 goal differential with 4 games left. Now, City plays on Thursday at the Amex against Brighton. We'll see what happens. I personally think that they're going to be able to pull out a win, but stranger things have happened, guys. Well, I don't need them necessarily to lose, but if they can get out of there with a draw, our goal differential is far, far, far superior. Now let's talk about some of the Arsenal players. Bukayo Saka, finally stepping up. 14 goals, 9 assists on the season. Martin Odegaard, this guy was immense. Our captain. This guy controlled the midfield today. Like, I don't even think he left footprints on the pitch. This dude he was like a Navy SEAL. He had a knife in between his teeth the entire game. A real leader. 8 goals, 8 assists on the year. And here he is. King Kai. Fuck, was I wrong about this dude? Okay, it turns out Mikel Arteta might know just a little bit more about football than me. 11 goals, 5 assists. Leandro Trossard, my Belgian baller, 10 goals. Can you believe it, guys? What a great game. What a great game. Anytime you play your London rivals and you can just step on their throat, it's awesome, dude. It's things you love to see. Right? Now, let's talk about something that I just spoke on right now, because it's something that I need to address as a fan. I've always been behind Arteta. Always. He was our captain as a player. He came here. He's always been a leader. This guy oozes class. He's Arsenal through and through. If you guys don't believe me, I want you to go back onto YouTube. Search up when Mikel was an assistant to Pep at Manchester City. There's compilations of him on YouTube where every single time City scored a goal against Arsenal, this guy doesn't celebrate. All right? He was Pep's understudy for a few years, but believe me when I tell you, this guy is Arsenal through and through. And he loves the club, I love the club, and I'll be honest with you, man, this guy has proven me wrong on several transfers, okay? Because I haven't always been 100% on board with the decisions that he's made with the club. But he has us in first place. He got us to the semifinal. And because of him, Arsenal went from being in the cellar, being a complete banter club, to being one of the most attractive clubs in all of the world right now. There isn't a single player on planet Earth, aside from maybe Kylian Mbappe, who wouldn't consider coming and playing at Arsenal Football Club, right? I want to talk about it. King Kai, 60 million. Say what you will about him. I've been super critical of the guy, right? His play style. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just, maybe that's just his style. When he runs, he looks kind of awkward and lanky. He looks like a giraffe when he runs, to me, right? But, I mean, you can't argue with this guy. 11 goals, 5 assists, right? David Raya. When I heard that we were looking to sign David Raya, I really didn't understand why, man. We have Aaron Ramsdale. You know, he's a fan favorite. He's a proper shithouser guy. Distributes the ball well, makes saves, but he proved me wrong. David Raya turned out to be a great piece of business. 27 million. We're going to make that deal permanent this summer. Smart piece of business because it keeps us within FFP regulations. Ben White, I thought at that moment, when we already have William Saliba, when we already had Gabriel Magalhaes, why will we spend another 50 million on another defender? Wound up being one of our, probably, in my opinion, I think Ben White is either 1 or 1A as far as quality right backs in the league. Aside from Trent, and I think personally, I would put Ben above Trent from Liverpool, Trent Alexander-Arnold from Liverpool, because Trent gets so far forward, right, that he doesn't track back as well as Ben on defense. Ben gives you the perfect balance of overlapping while also fulfilling his defensive duties at right back, right? He's a great one-on-one. I think Ben White is, in my opinion, I think he's the best right back in the league, period. Like, I think so. But I understand if somebody was to say Trent, because Trent provides you with a lot of goal-scoring opportunities. And finally, my Belgian baller, Leandro Trossard, right? This guy comes in, every single time he comes in, he makes something happen. Every single time. If you want to tell me that Gabriel Martinelli is starting on the bench from here to the rest of the year, I'm good with that. If Martinelli is going to come on in the 70th minute, 75th minute, I'm good with that, man. Leandro Trossard is the truth, right? Now, let's talk about what I feel made the difference in today's game. Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard. This is the midfield that we were licking our lips for when we all heard that we were getting Declan Rice, right? This is what we wanted. Kai Havertz is a good player. Fabio Vieira is a good player. Emile Smith-Rowe is a good player. But what we needed to see, what we wanted to see, was Thomas Partey as a holding midfielder, Declan Rice as more of an 8, and Martin Odegaard as a 10. It opened up the entire midfield. Martin Odegaard was doing whatever he wanted this game. The dude was gliding, like I said earlier. He wouldn't leave footprints in snow. This guy was just perfect. The weight on the pass that he gave to Kai Havertz for, I think, his second goal was just crazy. It was like a Mesut Ozil pass. It was amazing. And this is a 10 out of 10 performance. We dominated the pitch, start to finish. They couldn't do anything. I think Takehiro Tamiyasu had one mistake where he kind of screwed up tracking back on defense with Nicholas Jackson, and he had a decent shot on goal. He had a decent opportunity, but I mean, Nicholas Jackson is Nicholas Jackson. Astrid Wett ended his career when she left him on red when he asked for those nudes, and ever since then, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I also want to point out that Yuri Timber made a debut today. Not a debut, but he played a game today for the first time in almost 9 months, coming back from his torn ACL. He played for the under-21s and scored an absolute banger against Blackburn Rovers. Check it out. I mean, it was a Ricardo Quaresma goal. It was sick. 19, I want to say probably 19 yards out of the box, pushing on his left, cut back on his right, sweet as you like, man. It was beautiful goal. It's things you love to see. Next year, him coming back in, full strength, I'm super excited as to what he's going to be able to provide us. This dude is both-footed, and he's an actual, real left back. He's not a left-footed center back who can play left back. He's a legit, real left back. Super excited to see it. I also wanted to talk about the FA Cup final. It's going to be Manchester City versus Manchester United, May 25th at Wembley, of course. And it's going to be, this is a tale of two different clubs, right? Polar opposites. Manchester City, Pep Guardiola's cold as ice, where Ten Hag looks like he's going to be thrown in the fire. I would recommend you watching, if you're going to watch this game, make sure that everybody who watches it is 18 plus, because you're going to watch Aaron Ten Hag get fucked by an entire football club. Like, you don't want to see your kids anywhere near this one. All right, this is going to hurt. All right, that's all I got. hopefully we'll be able to do another video before the build-up, before the North London Derby. Yeah, that's it, man. Awesome game, awesome results. First place, another clean sheet. David Raya is going to win the Gold Glove. And London is red, my friends. I'm out.